Hello and welcome to this ASMR video. I don't know when you will see this video, but I'm happy that you are here. And for me, when I record this, it is the beginning of January 2025. And I think everybody who's stepping into anything new could benefit from just centering yourself and kind of taking a time to just gather yourself and just know where you are as you're doing that transition to somewhere. Just like centering you just where you are right now. Centering your mind into like a sharp knife that is able to distinguish anything in this reality, to distinguish what is right and what is wrong and what is the best for you to actually do. Just to center your whole being, your mind, centering, and your whole being. And then this distinguishing tool that your mind is, just as sharp as a knife, to have that in your power to use. So anytime you're going to do this move or shift or change, you will be the one in power to make and distinguish what you must do and in what direction you must go. And for you to keep the intention of being in your own power, to actually mastering your own decisions, we will set an intention for it. So with this candlelight, you can let any doubts that you have, just send them in to the fire. Any doubts, any fears, any negative thoughts, and just let them be burned by the fire. Sending them in. And then also letting the fire carry your intention. And as we will blow out the candle, your intention will also be in the rest of the reality part of. So whatever your intention would be with this session and with where you are at. You can keep that on your mind right now. And then we will blow out the candle and release this intention into the universe where we are. And with the smoke of this, it's just released into rest of reality, and the rest of the reality will kind of contribute into support you in this journey that you are on, and in the transitions and changes and positive outcomes that you are going to have. And remember one thing, and I think this is true to myself as well: any kind of demanding situation that you're facing, smile. Just keep on smiling, even if you face demanding things, because eventually everything is going to subside. Just subside into something else. And when that happens, you want to be there and just embrace the fact that nothing lasts forever. So whatever you're experiencing, difficulties, challenges, just know that they are gonna pass, pass. And to not cling to anything, no relations, no places, no ideas, nothing on your mind is something you will be able to hold on to, because ultimately it's all fluid, changing, and unseen. And anything that ever been and will be is just gonna spiral and become, as long as there's reality with time, energy, and everything, and we are just in here spiraling, experiencing whatever it is we are experiencing. But we will try at least to contribute to some better changes for ourselves and for the surrounding and for the world and wherever we decide to go. But we cannot cling and hold on to everything, because we are not in charge here of the world itself, but we are in charge of what we have here in our mind. It's like, even if you don't move, even if you're just sitting and waiting for the time to pass, sitting on the bus, maybe waiting for the bus to arrive somewhere, even regardless of what you're doing, everything is still continuing like this, spiraling, just becoming more and more of something that we are unable to comprehend. But with a new year, or like a conscious decision of ourselves to actually kind of step out of this matrix and just be like, I'm going to do a change in myself, or in what I'm doing, or in what I'm thinking. or where I'm kind of spending my time, whatever it is. But if we just take the decision ourselves, we will do that, and we will be able to overcome any obstacles that might be in the way, if it's meant to be, Just kind of scanning through your mind, finding any kind of limitations that needs to be cleared away, that is kind of blocking you from doing what you feel like you must do, or maybe not must, but what you kind of in your inner self kind of want to do, clearing away that, the hindrances that you have to actually go for it. Because typically we make a lot of hindrances by ourselves, and sometimes they are external, like it's not in our mind, it's actually something tangible around us that's kind of causing us to being hindered, but don't lose track. Don't lose track of where you're going and what you can do. Just keep focus and let the obstacles in your mind and around you just subside, so that your own path and your own ideas, what you're gonna do, is the things that's gonna guide you forward, and just allow that to be like an open road forward, and make it clear, like no clouds, no dust, no storms, just like a straight road, easy to handle forward. Just clearing out anything. Clearing away anything you can picture, like a clear crystal just on your forehead, as if it's resting on your forehead, just pushing that clarity of it into your mind, pushing all those hindrances away. And only allowing for inner guidance directly from your inner soul space, or your inner being, just to kind of arise and give you that perfect guidance that you maybe need. And think about yourself as the perfect vessel for anything that is possible. Like all possibilities starts within you and kind of manifests in the world through you. And that's why we have to clear away all these hindrances, even if they are outside of us, even if they are inside of us. Wherever we find, identify it and handle it. And strengthening yourself and your inner energy, inner channels, and you're kind of possibility to actually breathe and actually absorb any kind of energy that is strengthening to you, you know, and allowing to receive any kind of healing and any kind of comfort and assurance that this is going to be all good. Allowing to receive through your entire being, all the way down to your feet, allowing your feet, your root chakra to kind of feel that there is assurance that you're going to stand on the ground. You're going to be and have the resources, whether you are in the sky or on the ground, to actually do this. And think about yourself as a full-fledged ocean with all these microbes that lives in you, like the sea, you know, that you are all this water fluid just flowing in you all the time, constantly, 24 hours a day, with all these microbes, like good healthy bacteria that keeping you healthy from any viruses and any kind of other types of fungi or something, you know, keeping you healthy. And the sea that kind of also contains pearls of wisdom, contains pearls that kind of is made by the ocean, you know, and the microbes. And the water that can crystallize and become crystals when it's the right temperature for it, you know. Like the ecosystem kind of runs through you. Everything that comes to you is for some reason brought forward to actually maybe not always feel comfortable, but kind of strengthen you in some way. And eventually it will subside and become something else. And you can kind of benefit from this. So never have doubts about the difficulties that you're facing. It will subside, it will be gone, it will kind of eventually pass, and something else will replace it. And whatever it is that's replacing something, you have to be able to kind of let it happen and embrace whatever it is. Eventually, you need to use yourself, the mind and the ideas that you can hold to actually cultivate something in the world, and cultivate yourself and kind of your ideas and your desires of meaningfulness and importance to you in all these things you're facing. Just like the sea flowing through. All these seashells created in the sea, not looking very sad on the outside, but definitely having its own charm on the inside. Just let the sea that you have inside of you just wash away any doubts. Just clear and just wash all over, not for hygienic purposes, but for like a reset, like a centering and balancing kind of purpose. Balancing, balancing, centering, balancing, being in full power, just knowing. This is a selenite with a sharp edge that kind of is able to entangle and kind of just untwist anything that kind of is feeling like a heavy burden in your own being. So if you allow for this, I will use this selenite sharp edge kind of and like tangle these kind of heavy burdens that you carry with you and you maybe are unconscious of them even, but they might stay with you for a long time. And maybe as it did for me, your unconsciousness actually creates something that manifesting as like allergic reaction or something, because it's from your unconscious levels where things actually can hide and cause you any kind of discomfort, unhealth or something. So let's remove those burdens that we have somewhere in the unconscious levels, and let anything that are in the unconscious of ourselves arise that we need to know right now. In all of the depths of your unconscious, you're entangling anything that can be released back to the sea that is you in terms of water content, is letting it be released back there, and then it can be recycled, by the functionings of you as a human. Just have that. And anything on the unconscious level that you have and that you maybe are not aware of yet, but it is with you, let that kind of arise. What serves you, that information or like knowledge, guidance from yourself that you can actually tap into, let that kind of arise into your conscious levels and have that kind of happen. from the depths of your unconscious into your consciousness and have it just like dust kind of how do you say, distributed in your entire consciousness. And as you may be going to sleep, or you just have a very relaxed moment where you just feel calm and centered, that kind of knowledge that you have, inner knowledge, is going to be like come to flourish and be understood by your consciousness. Especially anything that's going to benefit you as you stepping into changes, whatever it is you're going to change. And clearing anything that kind of makes you unstable on the planet, like all the resources that you need to kind of sustain yourself, to have this assured that it is your right as a human to have everything that you need to be sustained wherever you are, whatever government you have. Just the fact that you must have to be living life assured as a vessel on the planet, that the universe will have your kind of assurance. The universe will insure you, will pay your insurance and actually keep you insured wherever you are. And just right here in the center. And I think any change where it's a question about resources, or like a question about having the means to actually go about with change, we can always benefit from focusing on kind of manifesting and kind of attracting these resources that we need from the universe. And honestly, anytime you asking or actually needing, the universe is very in you and you are in the universe. You are like, it's not like one and another, it's like it's all together. So if you need resources, you must work in yourself to kind of have that becoming in your outside, because it's all for purpose, to sustain you. So I just brought this pyrite here to kind of have a symbol of resources that is required to be alive. It feels like that, you know, sometimes you need these material things around you, like a roof over your head, like a car. Maybe you need a bag to carry your student books, you know, or a pair of running shoes to actually go out and become that really good runner. Maybe you need that new laptop kind of do your work. Whatever it is, kind of materialistic aspects of the universe that is required to actually do what you are doing, you know, to kind of manifest it into your life, and to bring away the obstacles in yourself that kind of maybe it's like you are not worthy of it or something, you know, just clearing that away, you know, clearing all those thoughts away, just knowing that you must receive, the wealth, you must receive the resources, and it is your right to have, you know, it is. No matter what other people say, like we will hear a lot of things from other people these days. They say that you should settle for less, you should be content with everything, whatever it is that happens. Content is one thing, but we still need some resources to be living and going about and exploring and, you know, having that energy of money into our life. And it's the same for everybody, you know. Definitely. And we should honor that right that we all have. And we shouldn't think that it's like if one person gets more than another, that there is not enough for everyone. No, it is enough for everyone. Just think about the huge universe that we are in, this reality of universe, this reality of being human, and what our bodies kind of consisting of, and what our lives, what we're filling our lives with, you know. Just know that there is enough for everyone, and we should grant each other that energy and be happy when people have wealth, and be happy when people are financially independent, you know, or be happy about the fact that people are able to go about and do something with their lives, you know. And as we are happy for other people, we are also happy for ourselves when we are able to do this, you know. And this is all right as humans, you know, to be happy for others and for ourselves, for the wealth in the world, in the universe, and feel stable on the planet, you know. Feel like we are supported and we are strengthened, we are empowered, and we ourselves can impact what happens around us. Even if we face very difficult situations, you know, we still are in the known that nothing lasts forever, and we will face ups and downs, but we still gonna attempt to have support underneath our feet and in our reality, and have this wealth flowing in and out of our lives to help us achieve some good kind of goals, or help us achieve something good for in our own lives and for other people. Just putting all that wealth and that resources and those clear thoughts and like clear thought patterns and like possibilities into your own energetic field, to carry it with you and utilize it to kind of alter your own life and yourself, regardless of what happens around us. Because we will face a lot of obstacles, you know, it's a part of the game. But just containing these good aspects into yourself, making sure that you are ready to face reality and life. Just combing through your aura or your energetic field, whether you observe it as physical or you consider it as energy